Welcome to our introduction to semiconductor basics. Today, we'll explore the fascinating world of materials that form the backbone of modern electronics. A conductor is a material that easily allows electrical current to flow through it. This is because conductors have a large number of free electrons that are only loosely bound to their atoms. In a conductor, the forbidden energy gap, the space between the valence band and the conduction band, essentially doesn't exist. An insulator is a material that, under normal conditions, does not conduct electrical current. Insulators have no free electrons because their valence electrons are tightly bound to their atoms. A key characteristic of insulators is a large forbidden energy gap. Semiconductors are materials with electrical conductivity falling between that of conductors and insulators. Unlike insulators, semiconductors have a very small forbidden energy gap, usually around 1 electron volt. Silicon, germanium, and arsenic are common examples. Elemental semiconductors are found in group 4 of the periodic table, such as silicon, C, and germanium, Ge. Compound semiconductors are formed from specific combinations of group 3 and group V elements. Examples of compound semiconductors include aluminum phosphide, AlP, aluminum arsenide, ALAS, gallium phosphide, GaP, etc. Both silicon and germanium atoms have 4 valence electrons in their outermost shell. However, the valence electrons in germanium are in the 4th shell, while in silicon, they are in the 3rd shell, making them closer to the nucleus. This means germanium's valence electrons are at higher energy levels, requiring less energy to break free from the atom. Semiconductors are classified into two main types, intrinsic and extrinsic. An intrinsic semiconductor is a pure semiconductor. At room temperature, some valence electrons in an intrinsic semiconductor gain enough thermal energy to jump from the valence band to the conduction band, becoming free electrons. When an electron moves to the conduction band, it leaves behind a vacancy in the valence band, which is called a hole. For every electron that moves to the conduction band due to external energy, a corresponding hole is created in the valence band, forming an electron-hole pair. Intrinsic semiconductors, in their pure state, do not conduct electricity very well, which limits their practical use. This is due to the limited number of free electrons in the conduction band and holes in the valence band. To enhance their conductivity, intrinsic silicon must be modified by increasing the number of free electrons or holes. This crucial process is called doping, where impurities are intentionally added to the intrinsic semiconductor material. Doping creates two types of extrinsic semiconductors, N-type and P-type. Thank you for watching.